I found a really cheap little light box while browsing online. It was only about $6 and I thought I'd give it a go, and even if it doesn't work out, it's no big deal. It's not a lot of money. I sometimes do some product photography, and I was wondering if using this will be a bit easier than setting up my usual lighting system. So it comes in a bag, and although it's very cheap, it's been quite well thought out, well designed, and it's quite well made. So the light box itself is just one piece of this, it's like plasticized cardboard, and it fits together using these little tabs. You'll see it set up in a minute. And inside the light box are two strips of LEDs to illuminate the products that you're taking a photo of. And it also comes with some backgrounds in different colours: white, red, blue, black, green and yellow, and a cable, USB cable, to illuminate the LEDs. This is my shooting setup. I'm using a Gitzo GT2541EX tripod. The angle and the length of the legs is infinitely variable, which makes it a very flexible tripod. It's ideal for this kind of thing. The camera is a Canon EOS M6 Mark II. I'm using the Canon macro lens. It's 100mm f2.8L. I've assembled the light box. The LEDs are on. I've been using a variety of manual focus and autofocus, and with different colour backgrounds. At the moment the yellow background is in there. I've also used some of the other colours. I'm just interested to see what the results are going to be like. To put this test into context, I don't think that anyone who's serious about photography will be using a light box like this. I would imagine it will be people who have small items for sale online and just want to get some decent photos, and they're probably using a very basic camera, or more likely a smartphone. If I was doing this seriously, I would use better lighting. I would set the ISO to 100 to get good detail, put the camera on the tripod and just use long exposures. However, for this test, all I did was set the aperture to f9 to get some depth of field, put the camera in auto ISO, and that was it. And I didn't do any post-processing, so what you see are the images as they came out of the camera. In this image, with the LED lights off, you can see some shadows around the subject caused by the ambient lighting. And because of the very low light levels, the camera has gone all the way down to ISO 6400, so you lose quite a bit of detail. Turning the LED lights on, the colours look a lot more saturated, and having more light available means that the ISO has gone down to 1250, which gives a bit more detail, and those shadows disappeared around the subject. So generally this image, I think, looks better than the previous one without the LED lights. LED lights off again, and in this image the colours look a bit flat. That shadow has reappeared again, and the ISO has gone back to 6400, so we're losing quite a lot of detail. Lights on again, we've got those saturated colours again. The ISO has gone down to 1600, so there's a bit more detail in the image, and that shadow around the subject has gone again. Lights off again, we've got those flat colours again. We've got a very high ISO value, 6400. We can't see much detail in the coin, and we've got a slight shadow again around the edge of the coin. Lights on again, we've got our saturated colours back. The shutter speed is a lot faster, the ISO value is a lot lower, so we've got more detail in the image, and we've lost that shadow from around the edge of the coin. I think overall the LED lights inside the light box have improved things, but it really depends on what you're trying to shoot. And when I was looking around the house for things to shoot for this test, I couldn't actually find too many things. And small objects such as jewellery and watches can be notoriously difficult to photograph because you get unwanted reflections. So it really depends on what you're trying to shoot. Just try a few things and see what works out best. But for people who are saying things online, small things, who want to get some half decent images and they're just using a smartphone to take those images, I think this little light box could be quite useful. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.